So no surprises today, the Bank of Canada announced that they are going to keep the overnight rate, the policy interest rate at 0.25%. They also announced that they are going to scale back some of the monetary operations that they've carried through since the start of the crisis of the pandemic, but overall it remains a very accommodative monetary policy environment in Canada. So let's look at what the data says when it comes to interest rates that businesses face. So this is the effective business interest rate. In essence, it's an average of all the different interest rates that businesses face, fixed rate, variable rates, short-term, long-term lending, and so forth. And if you focus on the far right, you see that we almost reached the same point that we had in late spring, early summer 2017. So in essence, borrowing costs are almost at an historical lows. And because of the actions of the Bank of Canada, they've been quite aggressive at the outset of the crisis. They lowered their policy rate by steps of 0.5% 3 times. But they've also carried out quantitative easing, purchasing a lot of bonds, whether it's government bonds or corporate debt as well. And so that brought overall interest rates down. Now, there was a point sometime in the second half of March where financial markets were not really sure of financial conditions and where they were going to evolve in Canada. And we've seen interest rates climb up a little bit after coming down, but overall, the path or the trend is clear. Interest rates have been coming down, and the bank now is seeing that some of the financial conditions have started to ease, and so they're scaling back some of the tools, but not the most important ones. That they're still going to be purchasing corporate debt and government debt, and that's going to expected to keep interest rates low. Both the previous governor and the new governor that has been on the job for 1 day, basically starting today on the day of the announcement, are on the record as saying that they don't really believe in negative interest rates. And so the floor that we have right now at 0.25%, that's really the effective floor. And as they're not considering bringing the policy rate negative, which is something that we have observed in Europe and other parts of the world. So that's not a tool that they're considering. If conditions were to worsen in Canada, if the economic rebound were to be slower than what is expected, the bank still has other tools that are available. For example, one of the tools is, instead of committing to purchase X dollars of debt in the financial markets to keep interest rates down, they could actually commit to a level of interest rates, targeting some long-term interest rates, just like it has been done in Japan. That's called yield curve control. And so what it means is that instead of buying, as I said, dollar or fixed amount of dollars in the bond markets, they would actually commit to buy whatever is necessary to keep interest rates at a certain level. So that's something that has been going on in Japan for a number of years, and so far the studies has shown that has been quite successful. So the Bank of Canada is not running out of tools to help the economy if needed down the road. So for more information, you can always go to our website at fcc.ca/knowledge.